TAG Heuer, don't crack under pressure. Over 160-year history and technical revolution, Swiss story of speed, invention, and grit. A tiny pinion that changed chronographs. A stopwatch strapped to a rocket. A slogan that dared a generation. This is the story of a brand that measures the world in fractions of a second. It all started in 1860 when Eduard Heuer opened a tiny workshop in Saint-Omer, Switzerland. He wasn't just making watches, he was inventing ways to measure time more precisely. Back then, most watchmakers were copying each other, and he wasn't interested in that. He wanted to simplify the chronograph, make it faster to produce, more reliable, more precise. There's a story that in those early years, he would stay up so late that neighbors said they could see the glow of his lamp through the shutters long after midnight. He once joked, "If I sleep, the ideas stop." Heuer patented his first chronograph in 1882 and in 1887 filed for the oscillating pinion, a small, elegant mechanism. This elegant mechanism still appears in mechanical chronographs today. By 1911, Heuer patented the time of trip, the first dashboard chronograph for cars and aircraft, 2 large hands for time of day, a small pair at 12 o'clock for trip duration. Practical, brilliant. In 1914, Heuer made its first wrist chronograph. In 1916, Charles August Heuer introduced the micrograph was the first stopwatch accurate to 1/100th of a second. Heuer's instruments became essential to motorsport and aviation. The Otavia, from Autos and Aviation, was a dashboard timer. From the 1930s through the 1950s, Heuer made dashboard clocks, stopwatches, and timers for racing, rallying, and even ski events. In 1953, Heuer offered the autograph, a watch distinguished by its tachometer dial and a movable hand that could be set to a chosen point on the scale. This feature let rally drivers or navigators check whether the car was maintaining the correct pace over a measured mile. In 1962, Heuer reached the stars. John Glenn carried a Heuer stopwatch on the Mercury Atlas 6 mission. Glenn wore it Velcro strapped over his spacesuit. A chunky mechanical stopwatch suddenly elevated to the rank of space-grade equipment. It was a backup clock, started manually 20 seconds into the flight. Back on Earth, Heuer made specialized dials, tide indicators, moon phases, and rally-ready tachmeters for drivers and navigators. Measuring speed more precisely was the company's obsession. In 1969, the industry unveiled the first automatic chronograph calibers. Heuer's focus on precision continued with the Carrera and Monaco lines designed for clarity at speed. In 1985, Techniques d'Avant-Garde bought a majority stake. The name TAG Heuer was born. It was a new identity. A watch company revived for the modern age, built on speed, precision, and the relentless push toward the future. In 1999, LVMH acquired the company, giving the resources to expand while keeping its roots in La Chaux-de-Fonds. Suddenly, TAG Heuer wasn't just a watchmaker, it was part of a global powerhouse. With LVMH's resources, the company expanded its collections, modernized its manufacturing, and pushed deeper into high-end chronographs and avant-garde design. What began as a family-run Swiss brand now had the scale to compete on the world stage, and it never looked back. Jack Heuer remains the brand's honorary chairman, a living link to the founder. A fun fact now, why Heuer was so obsessed with precision that Jack Heuer pushed for timing equipment accurate to 1/1000th of a second, even though no human sport actually needed that level of accuracy. Because Omega had just bragged about timing the moon landing. Heuer's internal memo basically said, "We're not letting Omega have the last word." It was pure Swiss spite, and it worked. Heuer became the go-to brand for Formula One timing. If you're enjoying this deep dive, hit like and subscribe to Horology Guide for more amazing content. If you love watches, stick around. TAG Heuer never stopped chasing precision. The Monaco V4 experimented with belts instead of gears. The microtimer and microgirder pushed mechanical timing into the thousands and beyond. Let's look at some iconic examples. The Carrera is the archetypal driver's chronograph. It's clean, legible, born from motorsport. The Monaco is bold and square, an icon of 1969 and Steve McQueen's wrist. It became the first square, water-resistant automatic chronograph ever made. A design so radical, it still looks futuristic today. Aquariser brings diving utility with a distinctive dodecagonal bezel. Formula One is TAG Heuer's accessible entry point. In 2015, the company introduced their first smartwatch, which was named TAG Heuer Connected. It is fully compatible with the Android system. It supports essential smartwatch features like notifications, Google Wallet Pay, and fitness tracking for various sports. TAG Heuer sits between haute horologerie and sports utility, offering in-house calibers like the Heuer O2. Did you know that to prove durability, TAG Heuer froze a watch in a giant ice cube and displayed it in shop windows? When they thawed it, the watch still ran perfectly. Let's see now who is the real expert. We have a little quiz. TAG Heuer was originally founded in which Swiss town? A. La Chaux de Fonds, B. Saint-Emir, C. Geneva, D. Biel, Bien? Take your time. TAG Heuer would measure it in milliseconds, but we're more relaxed here. If you answered B, you won a prize. Unfortunately, it's just bragging rights, but still priceless. What is so special about the brand? There are 3 strong collector-friendly reasons. TAG Heuer remains attractive. Let's explore them. Number 1, a legacy of timing innovation. This isn't just a watch brand, it's a timing company with real engineering pedigree. They invented the oscillating pinion, which still used in chronographs today. They dominated motorsport timing for decades. They pushed precision down to 1/100th, 1/1000th, even 1/10,000th of a second. It's a brand with substance, not just marketing. Number 2, iconic designs with real cultural weight. TAG Heuer has watches that became cultural symbols. Monaco, Steve McQueen; Le Mans, square case, pure 70s cool. Carrera, clean racing chronograph, a design language collectors adore. Autavia tool watch heritage with aviation and motorsport roots. Collectors love pieces with stories, and TAG Heuer has some of the best. Number 3, accessible entry into Swiss watchmaking. TAG Heuer hits a sweet spot. Swiss heritage, recognizable designs, strong movements, prices that don't require selling a kidney. For many collectors, TAG Heuer is the gateway brand that starts the obsession. And they stay loyal because the brand grows with them. From a 19th century workshop to modern speed records, TAG Heuer measures the world in fractions of a second. From a cramped workshop in 1860, lit only by oil lamps and the stubborn ambition of a young watchmaker, to the roar of modern racetracks, where milliseconds decide legends. TAG Heuer has spent more than a century chasing time itself. What began with hand-filed gears in the Swiss Jura evolved into dashboard timers, chronographs worn by racing heroes, and instruments capable of measuring the world in fractions of a second. Every breakthrough, every patent, every risk pushed the brand closer to one idea: that time isn't just kept, it's conquered. The brand born for speed, built for icons, and still racing ahead. Watches carry stories. If you want more of them, the forgotten ones, the iconic ones, the ones that changed everything, follow Horology Guide. Thank you for watching.